always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Penn State's offense will have the football first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays.
Finds his man. It's McMillan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Saunders. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Tight end now in motion. Handoff to the single back. Shoots his way for more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the
gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the run, it's Martin. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They've got the screen set up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for loss.
And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Looking down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Power football with the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Leaves it with the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Saunders. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Oh, they're after him. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Craver. He's loose. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
For this offense, it was a bit of a feeling out process there in the first quarter. Just trying to find the rhythm and find any holes in the defense they could. Here in the second quarter, they're getting aggressive. They found the matchup they wanted to take advantage of. One-on-one, the quarterback and his target link up for a huge score to finally get on the board.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Johnson. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Find space on the right. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. That's caught. It's Ivy. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. Makes the grab deep. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, and receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At midfield, he's got room. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback.
And the quarterback brought up through and sacked at the 12.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
3rd and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense, understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack, you get the rock.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted it. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Fletcher. At the 35, he's open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. To the air, it's Russell. Looking to the big tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. 1st down here for the offense. They'll go to the air. Under fire. Wide open downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll immediately call timeout.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Forced out of the pocket. Look out, he's got room.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense uses the timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. He's got 59 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. On the run, it's Fletcher. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because
he hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops the throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third.
All the bounces going the kicker's way right here. That was just at about the extent of his distance for a field goal, and the crossbar helped him out, putting 3 up on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horton. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He wants it all. Touchdown Tide. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. It's a fumble! Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or a grip. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Bring in the heat. Caught behind the line. It's Lacey. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling.
Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And the gutsy call on 4th down, running the RPO, handing the football off, making the right read. You could tell they stuck it up in there and they got the first down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's McMillan. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Looking deep. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Craver. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. There he goes. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Back to throw, it's Russell. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Dixon. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Reynolds. Still on his feet. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Gonna run it. It's Martin.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run from the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, Penn State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 28 over Western Michigan. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
To the air, it's Russell. Quick strike complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
That's caught. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Might as well give it to him again. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Going to the running game. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
From the gun, the running back has it. He was trying to get it to the 25, but the defense stands tall, and they force a 4th and short. They're in makeable field goal range, but on 4th down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Russell. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do.